If you set a goal that you know that you can get to, then you're tapping into skill sets that you already have. You're tapping into networks that are already available to you. But if it's a goal that feels outside of you, that feels bigger than you, that means you have to learn new skill sets, which might just mean getting scrappier. It might not be a new skill set you even have to learn. It might be something that you have to go out there and just do. And that's how you learn. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And yesterday was a pretty magical day. You guys know that we spend a lot of time behind our computers as entrepreneurs, as creatives, as people who are out there going after what they want, whatever your career is, whether you're in corporate America or working for someone else, whatever that looks like. You probably spend a lot of time in the not so glamorous moments. So when we get to have those times where we get to celebrate and get dressed up and have great conversations with people, those are really the moments to be present for. I mean, of course, be present every single day of your life, but that can be challenging because there's a lot going on in the world and a lot of different things come up every single day. And we know that life is just a series of problems that we are solving, problems and challenges that we are solving and overcoming, and really trying to just look at it in the best possible light that is possible and really framing it in a way that makes us realize that these challenges are what make us better and they are opportunities to become the people that we want to be. That's all a challenge is. Every time a challenge is presented to us, it is an opportunity to become the person that we want to be or become less of the person that we want to be. So that's really a theory that I live by. But yesterday was really magical because getting to celebrate people who have pushed to a new level that's outside of themselves to go to a place where they didn't actually know existed, that can only be reached by setting a really big goal, right? Because if you set a goal that you know that you can get to, then you're tapping into skill sets that you already have. You're tapping into networks that are already available to you. But if it's a goal that feels outside of you, that feels bigger than you, that means you have to learn new skill sets, which might just mean getting scrappier. It might not be a new skill set you even have to learn. It might be something that you have to go out there and just do. And that's how you learn. And it might mean that you have to go and tap into a new network and be really bold and ask your friends or send those big, scary emails. But that's exactly what all of these people did yesterday. And when I say these people, that is the members of Chris's, my husband, Chris Harder's Elite Entrepreneur Mastermind. And they had all set wagers and set goals at the beginning of the year. And this is the celebratory dinner if they reach them. And I think all but like 2 people out of this group, I think there's like 35 people in there. I think all but 2 out of extenuating circumstances reached it. Why in the heck did that happen? How did this large of a group of people set goals and majority of all of them reached it except for a couple who had some extenuating life circumstances or made it really pie in the sky, right? So I was thinking about this last night as we're going around and we're celebrating and talking about how they reached these big goals. And the conversation in the room that also happened earlier that day, Chris had asked them, do you think that you would have accomplished this goal if you wouldn't have set a wager behind it and done it as a group, like really done this collectively and said your goal out loud to all of these people and had this group to tap into? And they had all said no. They said no, they would not have been able to reach this particular goal in their life if they did not have those things. So did Chris ask them, did this happen because you went back to school or you learned more or you got smarter? No, that wasn't it at all. It was because in the beginning, what they did was they put something on the line for themselves. They all said that they would have to do something big and scary that they did not want to do. And they all chose what that was in this group. And then they all also collectively said and agreed to help each other and to ask for help on this goal. So it wasn't that they were like, oh, yep, here's all the things I need to do to go and reach this goal. I need to go get smarter. I need to go learn more. I need to go listen to this podcast, read this book, do this, do that. It was, okay, I don't even know. I'm going to take this leap of faith, but I'm going to put something on the line that is going to force me to become the person who could achieve this goal. Now, I know that anybody listening who is not achieving their goals is missing majority of this formula. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. It's not like you have to go and do something crazy. It is like you literally just need to figure out how to stay accountable. And sometimes you need to put money on the line. Sometimes you need to join a mastermind group. Sometimes you need to find an accountability partner. Sometimes you need to put money down on the website, on the place that you're going to host that thing, on the product that you want to get started. Whatever it is, there is a formula. You have to put something on the line, and then you have to say it out loud. And then you have to have a group that's going to hold you accountable to this thing. And you have to speak about it often, and it has to be out there in the open. And you, like I said, probably have to go and start to tap into new networks. And so if this is something that you are feeling like you are missing, Chris and I have created something specifically for you for the next year. And if this isn't something you want to be a part of, and if you just tuned out, great. Just take the first half and go create it for yourself. But what we have found is people don't know how to do this, or they don't even know where to begin, or they just don't want to spend the time doing this and they just want to insert themselves into the rooms. So you guys, we are starting something next year called the Dinner Series. And what it is it is 3 incredibly beautiful, luxurious dinners that also go along with a half day of learning. So you're going to be doing your half day of learning and doing breakouts and doing networking and working on your business with other like-minded business people. And then you're going to go into this stunning dinner in the evening where we want you to feel celebrated. We want you to have a reason to get dressed up. We want you to sit at the tables and be in the rooms where it happens, right? We want you to be in those rooms where you're going to get the answers. We want you to feel like the person that you already want to be. We want you to get dressed up. We want you to show up as that person that you want to be. And we're going to do this 3 times throughout the year, with the very last dinner also being an incredible gala where you get to get as dressed up as you want. Black tie, you can do an incredible gown, whatever that looks like for you. And we're going to celebrate you. And we're going to make sure that we facilitate these rooms in such a way that you are going to get the answers and the network that you need, because everything good in our lives has come by way of getting outside of our comfort zone, doing something big exactly like this in rooms exactly like this, and creating networks that are still our network 10 years later. This was our formula. So we wanted to create it exactly for you and your goals. So that's what Chris and I have done this year. If you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is text the word dinner to 310-421-0416. That's 310-421-0416. And we're going to get you on the wait list for the Dinner Series. And our network is going to become your network. And we get to spend 3 beautiful days together, 3 incredible dinners. And I literally cannot wait. This is so in alignment for us right now. This is exactly what we want to be doing. We want to be working with people who want to grow their network. We want to be working with people who understand that your network is your net worth, that it is priceless, that it is going to make or break you becoming the person that you want to be. So if this is something you want to do, make sure you give us a text, and we cannot wait for you to be a part of this next year. And you guys, literally, this is like my dream come true. We created the exact thing that we wanted and wished existed. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you join that text list. And until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone.
Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret, because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to Circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing, since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to Circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to Circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool.
Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it.